live.
Oh my goodness, we're live.
Hello,
live.
everybody.
Again. Good evening. Good
Look
evening.
at that.
Good morning, good evening. Oh, no, good afternoon.
Oh, no. Actually, you know what? You can say good morning. We do have a viewer who sometimes comes in from China.
That's why I said good morning.
Yeah. So I thought you were taking it back. I thought you were saying, oh, no, never mind. I was like,
No.
Okay.
I meant good
Oh,
morning.
my God. Wait a minute. We're international. How awesome is that?
So,
Eric, if you're watching right now, throw us a shout out in the link, and thank you for helping us be international, brother.
yes, thank you.
All right, so today is Whatever Wednesday.
Whatever Wednesday. So, can I start Whatever Wednesday?
Absolutely.
Yes,
I want to start Whatever Wednesday by letting people know that I did the 7-minute workout today. And
where's the clap track?
I know, huh?
Here's the problem, though. It wasn't 7 minutes. It's
What?
9 minutes. A 9-minute workout. It's so totally false advertising.
No.
So you work for the 30 seconds for each exercise, and then you have a 10-second rest. And I just feel that I was lied to, and I really only wanted to do the 7 minutes, and now it's up to 9 minutes. The good thing, though, is that the Jet and my wife actually joined me, and so we were there breathing heavily and hard in the bedroom trying to get this done in 7 minutes. So
what did they think about it?
Well, Jet just didn't want to do it because, it took away from his video games. And then
we got to force him to do that physical activity, right? Yeah.
And then Chris couldn't get some of the exercises because it was totally like, I was like, all right, let's just try it. And then, so we didn't have all the pieces planned. I actually had to pause it. So it was even longer than 9 minutes.
Oh my God.
But it was the first day though, right?
This is
first day jitters. That's all.
Unacceptable for me, and I am not looking forward till tomorrow. I may wait till the day after though, just because I don't want to like overexert myself.
Yeah.
I got my heart rate up to like 114, and so
and the EKG started going.
a little worried.
It was about to dial 911 for you.
Right.
I imagine Jet and the kids all coming and be like, Daddy, Phantom, give him more air.
Right, yeah. Like, okay, so the toughest exercise for me was the what it's called, the it's where you are doing push-ups, but you have to reach along and reach up.
Push and rotate, yes.
Yeah, like stretch and rotate thing. I was like, oh no. And so yeah, it was, and I did girl push-ups just because.
That's great. You can modify it. Yes, they're called modified push-ups. Yes.
Modify. That is excellent,
Sandy. You're so fantastic. You're like he comes in saying he did girl push-ups like nothing, and you're like, you know what? That's fine.
I want to be truthful with the audience and let them know that it was the first time that I did the 7-minute workout, 7-minute plus workout. So I want to be truthful with them and let them know how I did it. So
well, the thing is I went to I did 2 times to Camp Gladiator, and he would say that's the modify if you have to. I'm like, oh, I love that, modify.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely using that for all of them.
Yes, you did modified push-ups.
Good for you, Joe. Good for you.
Thanks. I felt better about actually doing something, because after nap number 2, I was like,
no.
I guess I better go and do something.
Yeah, that's probably better. Well, I'm excited because I think Paul would be encouraged. Our guest last night, Paul Faulkner, I was encouraged that we were having a running guest on there. And so I did some research yesterday before the show, and I had told Sandy and Paul, I was like, I actually several times yesterday during my work day, since I'm working from home now, I had gotten up for 10 minutes and ran in place. I felt silly, but at the same time, I was like, I'm going to do something, I guess, So they got me encouraged on the running show, and I'm excited to say that today, although I didn't do 3 today, I did 2 during work, and I plan to do 1 more before I go to bed, just to say I met my goal today. And so
that is
part of Joe's workout. He actually did running in place as well during his workout.
Yeah, high knees for 30 seconds.
High knees to chest.
Neat. Well, okay. So I they're high for me.
You'll eventually get it.
Yeah.
He modified that to mid thigh.
Exactly. Let's not go there just yet.
Oh, okay. How was your day, Sandy?
It was good. I went to the office today, and I was pretty much there all day. I'm more productive, honestly. If we're being honest, I'm more productive at the office. There's just way too many distractions here. And then, not to mention, I'm hungry. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, let me go look in the fridge and see what I can snack on. But if I'm at the office, then I'm totally okay. Like, I don't have to eat. And it's just crazy. So I'm looking at the quarantine 15, kind of like the freshman 15, if I don't watch what I snack on.
That is good. That is good.
This is funny, the stuff that comes out during this time. I'm just saying. That trips me out. All right. So we've got a pretty exciting guest tonight that we want to share with you all. Joe, why don't you tell us kind of how you met him and stuff?
Okay. So I met Robert through actually modeling for my photography. He is a model, an actor, and athlete. He's done quite a few things, but on the most part, he does modeling for me during my photography classes, and he does an awesome job. And then through that modeling, with his agency, he was able to get lined in with a couple of acting gigs. So, and now he's almost big time. So
that's cool.
We're like right here.
Man, first international, and now we're doing actors on the show?
Right, exactly. We're going to be like, hey,
guys,
we knew that guy. He came on our show. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring him on.
All right.
Please welcome Robert Spencer to the show.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hey,
welcome to the show.
How y'all doing?
Doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Just chilling, enjoying the day. Enjoying
Good.
the evening now.
Nice.
You should have heard your intro that Joe gave you just a second ago. It was like spectacular. It's like, man, maybe I might hire Joe to introduce me at places.
I had to wipe away the tear.
Oh,
that's my role.
It was that good.
We're right here, brother. We're right here. You're right here. We've been fans for a long time.
That's great. That's great. So, Joe, you were telling us that he used to model for you, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, Robert, how was it like being a model for Joe?
I was a little intimidated my first time. I walked in, and the first thing he told me, I did. What was it? Oh, putting my hands all the way in my pockets. I need to leave the thumbs out. He's like, hey, he's like, don't do that. He's like, take your thumbs out. He's like, you look cooler. Right there, like I was just like, you're the god. Yeah, man, he's a great guy. He's a great guy to really work with. He really helps the whole community of photography in Lubbock. And I tell everybody this, he's the best photographer, hands down.
No.
Aww.
Robert, how much did he pay you for that?
Yeah.
You know.
Were you giving him an autograph already?
You probably did. You autographed his shirt, didn't you?
I will not confirm nor deny.
You know what's interesting about that, Robert, is so I'm up here in Illinois. I'm in Bloomington, Illinois. And I used to live in Lubbock. But I remember when a few years back, 2-3 years ago, when my family and we went back down to Lubbock and met a friend, and she was into photography. And I don't remember how the conversation happened, but she was like, oh, yeah, but there's this one guy who I really would like to learn from and get to his class. I could just never get in and da-da-da-da. And he, she was talking, she was like, he's really great and awesome. He has an eye and stuff. And we're like, who are you talking about? And then she goes, Joe Baker. And I was like, oh, my gosh.
You're like, I have no idea.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
I'm kind of famous. Look at the name. Joe, not that exotic.
All right. Joe, not that famous.
Not that famous.
So Joe says you're into acting now too, though, right?
I'm into acting more than I am modeling. Anytime I do a photo shoot, it's really to update my portfolio so that way I can sit down for casting calls, let my agent do all that behind the scene work. But I'm into acting, number one.
Okay.
So tell us
So-
what you've been in. Yeah, tell us what you have currently done. That would let people kind of know to look for you in these certain shows or whatever.
I have been in 13 Reasons Why, season 3, episode 9. I've been in Forgiven Felons. It was a documentary film. I'm prepping. I guess I can't say prepping because of this coronavirus. We're still prepping for the Embers, our superhero show. It's gonna be lit. I'm like trying to keep.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
I have
Did
done
you guys
a,
see that? He's a superhero show. He's gonna be in a superhero show?
Yeah.
Yes. And what superpower is your character going to have?
super speed.
Nice.
ironically.
He's the Flash.
That's awesome, dude. That's so crazy. So, and I don't know if they told you, but I'm a huge comic book fan. So whenever I hear anything that's like, superhero related or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's got to get on my radar.
Kind of geek out a little.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
Like, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Okay.
So when you get on the show, I'm going to snap a picture and I'm going to make sure I want you to sign it as your character on there too.
Right.
That's fine. I got you.
So can you give us a little background? So on that particular show, other than being a superhero, where is it based, and just kind of how is it like a team type show or what?
So our incredible director, Tanner Tavar, he put together the story. It's bringing these 6 individuals that are wanting to do good. I'm one of the individuals. My name is Mark Harford, aka Velocity. I have a twin sister in the show, and we're just trying to do good. We've got a full season 1. I don't know if I can confirm how many episodes, but we've got a lot. We've got a lot.
Awesome.
That's cool. And your name is Velocity. That totally matches a speedster's name. So
Okay, and so where's it going to be showing?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell us, like, where is it going to be streamed? How's it going to be televised?
I think Hulu is involved. I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it. I think that's what it is. I'm just, I just heard a little rumor,
So for those of us on Sprint, we get Hulu for free, so we'll be okay. But for the rest of you, I hope you go and sign up when the show comes out so you can watch the whole season. A lot of times we wait to get those the trial run so we can watch those binge watch shows, and then we got to create an extra email account so we can get that trial on that email account.
Jamie?
Who does?
Sorry, wait a minute.
Not everybody does that.
Like I said, I get Hulu free for Sprint, and I'm hooked up. What else do you have on the horizon, Robert? What else is going on for you right now?
I just got signed with MTV. I'm about to be partnered with them. My agent, I went through like an audition process in January and through February, and got a call back. What's today? Basically like 2 weeks ago, and I was able to post about it on social media. So I'll be filming that after the Embers.
Well, so that is The Real World, right? It's The Real World something, right?
Yep.
Man, that is so crazy because I remember the first and second season of The Real World. That is nuts. Like 5 years ago.
I gotta go to Orlando whenever we start filming. I don't know when it. Honestly, with this whole Corona stuff going on, it's pushed back a lot of. It's kind of good and it's kind of bad because it gives me more preparation. But after the Embers, I'll go straight to Orlando and I'll be filming there.
Nice.
That is awesome.
But everything's right now is just up in the air for you. So you're just prepping and working out.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Keeping my body. I'm low key.
Me too.
I hope my trainers, but I've low key been eating like both times a day, whatever I want.
Do you recommend that for us average Joes?
That is.
So-
but yeah, just
I want to ask Robert. I'm always curious about this. Whenever I hear to me, this is a fascinating opportunity because there's always stars out there, and they're doing big movies and big bucks, and they're doing things, and you never think about having an opportunity to meet with them and talk with them and ask them questions that you want to ask them and figure out. And so I feel like with you, we have something. We have an opportunity here. It's like I'm curious if you wouldn't mind sharing me, like, how did you get into acting? Do you have a story that you can share with us?
I do have a story. So, I was honestly, I grew up idolizing Will Smith, and I was just like, oh, that's my dad. I used to tell everybody like, yo, that's my dad, but everybody so acting was always in the back of my mind, but before acting, it was football. All my family, all my close friends, everybody always they knew me as the one to try and pursue the NFL. And I went to Wayland Baptist University. I played football there, and I was getting to the age at the time I was like 22, and I was getting to the age where, okay, if I play about 4 or 5 years, I'm gonna be about 26, 27 years old, and by that time I get to the NFL, I'm gonna have like 3 years until I turn 30, which means I've got maybe a good 4 to 7 years in the NFL before my body starts taking that toll. With acting, you can do acting until you're 90 years old, so after sitting down with my family, my coaches, Coach Henderson up at Wayland, and my financial advisor, who happened to be the theater director, Marty Runnels, he kept telling me that he wanted me to audition for their play, which happened to be Arsenic and Old Lace. I realized that acting was in my blood all along, and I felt like it was all meant to be. So
That's awesome.
I felt like I was changing a course, but I was going on the right path. I knew moving forward that I wasn't going to be able to pursue the NFL anymore, but I could do football roles down the line. I could be like an All-American, or another Boobie Miles, from Friday Lights. Even maybe do a documentary. Be like a Emmett Smith or a Barry Sanders. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so even
really
though
motivated.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Even though that really motivated you.
Sorry. Yes. But yeah, that's just it. That's what made me pursue it, is the fact that this is my calling. The NFL was pursuing the NFL is what helped me get into college. And if I wouldn't have gotten into college, I wouldn't have met Marty Runnels, the theater director, and I would have been doing acting. I probably would have still been doing football. It's all falling in place.
So was your family supportive of you? Like, did they kind of
Yes.
like, hey, not NFL? They were okay.
Right. I would think the same thing. I'd be like, wait a minute, you're gonna give up this golden ticket for
It
acting?
was a little rough because I didn't do theater in high school. I didn't do theater obviously in college yet. And I had no contacts. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know Joe yet. I didn't know Cheryl Anderson. I didn't know Anderson Model and Talent Agency yet. I just knew college theater, and I didn't even know how to do theater yet. So it was kind of a risk. But my family was full support.
That's good.
I had a lot of friends that I used to kick it with, and they were kind of like supportive, but they were kind of like talking in the background, saying that I'm a wuss. I'm not gonna say the other word, but I'm a wuss.
Right. Please don't.
I'm not wanting to get hit. I'm not wanting to take that physical punishment anymore. And now they're not saying anything. They're applauding me.
Good for you, man.
So
keep them haters in the background.
I'm kind of.
Someone told me recently, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate.
Amen.
So that's awesome. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. So basically what you're saying was that acting was not your primary goal in life.
Nope,
It was
not.
like Like maybe it wasn't even actually at the top of your list from what it sounds like, right?
Nope, it wasn't. I'm telling you, I didn't even think of pursuing acting at all. I was like, oh, there's no way I can memorize a 90-page script. There's no way I can memorize like 150 lines in a week. I couldn't see myself being on screen. I could see myself out on the field, being an athlete, working hard, having that work ethic, that determination. But there was no way I could see myself being, in front of a screen or in front of a camera, on screen, on a stage for theater. So,
Wait a minute. Did you say on a stage? You said on a stage for theater?
For theater, yep.
Oh, so let me tell you, I at first I didn't like the idea of plays, musicals, and all that jazz, and I was just like, I don't know about this. I got married, and Mrs. Pineapples is fantastic, and she's got some class with her, and so she actually took me to one of my first plays, which was in Chicago, and we got to see. She took me to see. Oh my gosh. Help me, guys. The green-faced woman.
Green.
Wicked.
Wizard of Oz?
The whole.
Close. Wicked. She took me to go see Wicked.
Oh, we were close.
And I was like, I was on the edge of my seat for that. And I was just like, what in the world? It was out of control. It was amazing, I thought. And so now that I kind of understand better about musicals and plays and all that, I have a whole newfound respect for that art. And so you said that you've been in plays too.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that one. I want to be able to go to my wife and say, babe, guess who I met today? Guess who?
I've been in Arsenic and Old Lace twice. My first time being in it was with Wayland Baptist University. And then after that, I did another play called Check Please, and I was casted as the lead role for that.
Good.
Then we went to I forgot what it was called. CUTF. It was at, I believe, Howard Payne, and it was like a theater competition. We ended up getting first place for that, and then I ended up signing with an agency. I got out of college, and I met the directors for Lubbock Community Theater, and I got casted for Arsenic and Old Lace again as Mr. Witherspoon.
So you did it at the school, at the college, and then you did it for the Lubbock. What'd you call it again?
Yes.
Okay.
For Lubbock Community Theater.
Lubbock Community Theaters.
Last year I got casted for by far like the most traumatizing yet stunning, prestigious play, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh. Wow. And was that in Lubbock or was that somewhere else?
That was with Will of the Wind Productions in Lubbock.
Wow.
And who did you play?
Tom Robinson.
Nice.
And I have all that. I have that stuff on my social media. I definitely wanted to talk a lot about that on my social media because portraying an African American male that was wrongly accused, that spoke volume to me. Approaching that role, every time I would go to rehearsals, I would make sure that I showed up to rehearsals in a mad, kind of upset, betrayed, kind of feeling,
that mindset, like chip on your shoulder mindset.
Exactly. I wouldn't really talk to anybody at rehearsals, but afterwards I'd be like, oh yeah, you did great. I love y'all guys, but that play really did a lot, that really took a toll on me because I went deep with it. Especially our core scene. We did it at the Luca, in downtown Lubbock, and talking about over 100 people in the audience. They're like, 5 feet away from you. We're sitting at the tables that are in the courtroom, and it was deep, man. It was deep.
Wow.
I'm impressed, Robert. I'm impressed with that. I can hear your connection with the character, with the idea of the role, and yeah, I'm impressed. I can't really
Thank you,
share
brother.
everything I want to say because I have a hard time because I end up exploding and then emotions come out, words just start coming out, and none of it starts making sense. So I have to be like, okay,
Yeah.
namaste.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So, is there a play that you have in your eye, like on the horizon, or is there a play that you're kind of like, man, I would really love to do that play if I was given the chance? Like, are you looking to be the next Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton, for example, or
Yeah,
what is it for
I
you?
would love to. I really. This is gonna sound weird. I really want to do a Beauty and the Beast play.
Oh,
That's
I
kind
love
of
Beauty and the
weird.
Beast.
I do too. Oh,
one that
the
one
movie
that I've
right
heard
there.
of.
Just gonna
Yeah.
throw that out there. We'll talk about that another time. But
Okay.
no, just being in that, I think would really be something. I am casted in a play right now. That's the reason why I'm over here in Lubbock. I came over here on spring break, and obviously got caught over here. I'm not going back to Dallas, that's for sure. Not until this is over.
Yeah.
But I am casted in a play right now, and it's gonna be a really, really interesting one. I'm really excited to talk about it more. Once this is all over, it's gonna be something that is gonna be different. I did get casted as the lead, and I'm gonna
Wow.
be playing a
Lead.
Congratulations, man.
Big
Thank you.
meet on campus.
Thank you.
Now
Thank you.
we have the dude on our show.
Yeah, there you go. You know, actually,
the
Robert,
lead Spencer.
I heard if you put us on your resume, you'll actually get like a ton more opportunities coming your way. I don't
Brother, I
know
already
about that,
put y'all
but
on my
Right.
resume. Y'all are already out there.
oh, snap. You know, I like you, Robert. I like you. You can come back anytime, okay? I'm just letting you know that now.
Sure.
You mentioned something a second ago that just kind of perked my ears up a little bit. You said you're not going to Dallas anytime soon, and so is home Lubbock or is home Dallas?
Um,
Or
I
how
had
do you
an
manage that?
idea.
How,
I had an idea. I knew that I had already auditioned for the play. I knew that if I got casted for it, especially for the lead, I was going to need to be here and be in Dallas, obviously because of the Embers. So I came up with this idea. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research on the greats. Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Tom Cruise, Chris Hemsworth, all the greats. You know, how do they make it? How are they able to? How can Michael B. Jordan film in Europe, but he's up in LA the next day? You know,
yeah.
Not just at the time difference. And I found out that a lot of famous, not just actors, but famous people in general, they have condos everywhere. They are able to go, for example, like if I was to be filming in Dallas and I've got to go to Miami to film the MTV show, I've got a condo in MTV in Miami, you know, and I can film there, you know, and I can have my spot. I don't have to get a hotel. So as of right now, I'm looking into getting a place here in Lubbock. My family's been very supportive. My uncle, let me give a shout out to my uncle Abraham Gonzalez.
Come on, Abraham.
He's really been helping a lot. My grandparent, they were really supportive. They are allowing me to stay with them until I'm able to I'm wanting to get a house here and just be able to go back and forth. I have my apartment right now in Dallas. I stay in the Carrollton area over there, and I'm just going to be going back and forth. But the goal is one day to have a condo in each, you know, big city, you know, and
nice.
be able to travel back and forth and keep up with it and make sure I'm doing everything right.
Well, Robert, our goal is to broadcast from each one of your houses or your condos. So just keep this in mind.
There you go. There you go.
That sounds dope. We're starting here.
We're
on the show. He invited us.
Yep.
Right.
We'll do a virtual cribs episode.
Yeah. We show up. I'm going to show him this video. Look, right here. He said it.
Right. This is a legally binding video, Robert.
Right, exactly. That
We're
is
gonna have to do like a special edition, like MTV Cribs, where I just like show y'all the whole place. Like,
Yes.
Oh snap! He just went there. We're down.
Right. Say no more. We're gonna book our
Hey.
flights now.
I'm with it. Okay.
What are some of the joys that you do? Like when so it's kind of crazy right now, right? You're transitioning to a different type of I say lifestyle or
Yeah.
just life?
Yeah.
Well, even before all the craziness happening right now, I don't know, transitioning to a life that you're trying to, you're really getting leads, you're getting lead roles in plays and movies and different things like that. And so, how are you? How am I saying this? What do you do to have? What were you doing to have a good time before all this kind of hit? Like, I imagine you work in a tremendous amount, but I'm sure there's a little sliver of time that you get for yourself to kind of be like, oh, this is what I like to do to recharge for me.
So on my downtime, I love to write and I love to read. I'm a huge Marvel fan, like
A what fan?
Marvel fan.
Oh,
Like,
watch the hands, Robert. Don't put them in front of you.
sorry guys, I had to calm down.
I know the feeling.
No, I really love to read comic books. I like to write and read. I'm an outdoor person and I'm a homebody. So when I'm chilling, like I like to either sleep or just lay up in bed and kind of just do my
That's
thing,
your
kind of
people,
just
Joe?
chill.
There you go. That's why you and Joe get along.
Hashtag nap
Yes.
together, 6 feet apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Stay for the
Please
people in the
back. Robert, someone asked us a question. I'm going to ask you. So they said, Robert, wouldn't it be better to move to LA or New York if you want to break into the movie business? What do you say to that?
I was in California for 13 Reasons Why. We shot in the Bay Area. We were in San Francisco and in Oakland, and I got an idea of how much it is. It's expensive out there, like huge. So I told myself before I got casted for the Embers last November that I was going to move to either Dallas or Albuquerque to start it off. I wanted to get I'm from Lubbock. Lubbock is nothing compared to Albuquerque or Dallas or even like Austin. So I wanted to move to a city like that first so I can get an idea of how it is living in a big city where there's a lot of suburbs. But the goal is one day to live full time in either LA or New York.
Nice.
Or even Atlanta. Atlanta is popping right now. Atlanta's Childish Gambino is out there killing it, and he's casting for Atlanta season 4.
Gambino, if you're watching this,
right.
Robert is asking, okay? I mean, he's putting himself out there for you.
Bro, if you watching it, if you just scrolling through your page, bro, and you see it, fam, your boy is ready.
Yeah.
Robert is ready.
Robert is ready.
I'm looking to see. So Carrie Patton Jackson, she said, my goal is to Airbnb at all of his condos when he is on a different show.
Hey,
I love it, Carrie.
That's fine. That's fine. Just know that if you see Pop-Tarts all over the place, I kind of was, having
is that your thing?
Moment, that's my thing. Pop-Tarts, Oreo Pop-Tarts are like.
Oh.
How does your trainer feel about Oreo Pop-Tarts? I'm curious.
They are amazing, and I don't put them in the microwave. Wait, did I say that out loud?
I think that's okay. I don't mind if they're toasted. I don't mind if they're thrown in the freezer, though, either.
No, Pop-Tarts have to be warm and gooey, man. Warm and gooey. Like cold ones, they just dry up in the mouth, and then you have to like drink all kinds of water. They got to be warm, man.
Joe, I can't eat after 8 o'clock. What are you doing? I am hungry now.
Never mind. I was going to make this comment on this Pop-Tart that I've been craving, wanting to make, but I'm going to kind of leave that away.
I saw you.
Warm and gooey, and just like the chocolate stretches out, and then it just flows on the mouth.
No wrong. Don't listen to him, Robert. Listen to your abs.
What is that? I got what?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question, actually. Sandy brought up. What is so Pop Tarts is your guilty pleasure? I would take it, right? What is the meal? You know, I think about when I think about food wise and actors and stuff. I'm the person who always comes in front of my mind is Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
You know,
Yes.
that man played Wolverine forever. And I remember when he was like, no, guys, I'm totally done playing Wolverine because I'm so tired of eating chicken and broccoli for 8 years now. Whatever, however many years it was. He was like, I'm done. I want to eat normal stuff again. He was like, I want to get fat. I want to be okay. And so, what's the opposite of your Pop Tarts to help you stay in shape or, you know, fit for your roles and everything?
I am a big salmon fan.
Oh.
Salmon with an L.
You can say whatever. Quarantine, no rules.
Salmon. No, I'm a big salmon fan. I'm a big. I used to hate broccoli growing up, but you know, obviously, like training for football or training for roles, I had to get into it. So I'm a big broccoli fan now. And Spam.
I'm just like hell to the
Spam?
Wait, hold on. Did you say spam?
Spam.
I can literally get it in a can, obviously, take it all out, you know, warm it up, and I'll eat it all, and that will be my breakfast.
Oh yeah, that's a new breakfast right there. Spam.
Breakfast of Champions is
Spam gold.
I can get abs like Robert
Yep.
eating spam. Hell yeah, I'm down.
Hey, but the thing though, like you have to like put it in bread, eat it, drink a lot of water, wait for an hour, and then go hit like a 2 or 3 mile run.
Oh, I'm out. That's it.
Sandy. Is that your new secret now? Is spam going to be on your menu here?
The way it
Um,
works.
What is even spam? What's it?
What?
It's a mystery meat, so it's
I'm
fine.
not about mysteries.
What is
Right.
spam actually? Do you want to know?
It-
Ooh,
it's
hold on.
like
I'm gonna.
compressed extra pieces. From-
It's compressed horse hooves.
okay.
I'm sure of it.
So gross.
So Robert, if you would have said eat the jar of spam, eat the can of spam, and then a 2 to 3
I don't
minute
think I want spam anymore.
That's
3 miles
accurate.
about
Oh,
I've never
okay.
looked at spam the same.
Okay, so I can't say that it is horse hooves. Here's what I can tell you. It is a pork product. And if you've been following the news, we're not going to get all heavy and everything here, but you might want to grab some spam here pretty soon.
Stock up, Robert.
Legit. So,
Literally.
yeah.
we're not
So,
saying
but,
buy a lot of it, but we're saying
but
that it's hard to go out.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
yeah.
But we're
If-
saying
if-
for it.
I love how we went to spam in this episode. So
that was an area I never saw coming anywhere.
right,
Ever.
yeah.
Man, I haven't seen spam since I was like 7 or 8 years old, cooking that for my brothers. You know, and we throw the spam in there in the
man.
skillet, and then we throw the tomato sauce in there and do that, and then throw it down with some salt and
Yeah.
piece of bread.
My grandmother, she used to make us like eggs, bacon, sausage with pancakes, and then spam. Like, spam would be right to the side.
So instead of a ham, you had spam, right?
Exactly. I'm like, what's that? That's not ham.
And he can eat a
No.
whole can by himself, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about.
But he also runs 2 to 3 miles, Joe.
no, like 2 to 3 minutes is good for me. 2 to 3 minutes is good for me.
Just working on his 7-minute workout, so he might be turning it to a 2 or 3 minute run.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, here we go. All right, that was 2 minutes. Woo! I was close. I almost reached a mile.
So, Robert, I want to ask: who have you had as your co-star? I guess maybe that's the way to say it. Who are some of the co-stars that you really enjoyed working with that you can remember?
Draper Winston comes out the most. He's worked with a lot of different actors. He's a guy that I really look to a lot.
Mhm.
I just shot with him and with Snoop Robinson. Snoop Robinson is a very famous director in Dallas. He's very well known around the African American community. But Draper Winston is one. I haven't filmed yet, but I feel like he's my go-to guy. Shaquille. He's going to be in the Embers. He's going to be my co-star. One of the his name is Wayne Lockett in the show. Paul Blaine. He's our leader of the Embers. There's so many, Marissa Vasquez.
Tomato.
Sorry, your last name. Love. He did all her stunts for the basketball film that we were in. She's one of the cheerleaders, and I think she said she trained for like 4 months to prepare for the cheerleader role. And I'm just like, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. You know? Those are just a few names. There's many more. I really just respect a lot of my co-stars, supporting cast, extras. I always try to show them love in any way and let them know that I love the hard work that they put in, even if it was just a small amount. So, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Robert, if you see any extras that are looking for mom and dad bods, please think of us.
Right. Or if you need a token Asian that speaks really good English, then just let me know.
Just don't forget about us.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't forget about us.
So, Robert, after all this mess is done, after we kind of can get back to normal, where's the first place you're going to?
Oh my goodness. Somebody asked me that.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they asked, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "I'm not going to the gym, that's for sure." Working out, like it's crazy. My trainer is like putting me through, like it's pandemonium. It's crazy. But I think I want to go to a zoo.
Oh wow!
A zoo.
I love
wait,
animals.
does Lubbock have a zoo?
Lubbock does not have a zoo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I was missing. Just wanted to ask.
I'm waiting for
You have to go to Abilene or Clovis.
But
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go to the Fort Worth Zoo. Fort Worth Zoo. I went in January and I was amazed. They've got baby hippos.
Oh man. I've seen baby hippos on the YouTube, and I'm like, oh, my girls and I will look at it and be like, oh god.
Yeah, the Fort Worth Zoo is awesome. It is really a cool zoo. That's one of my favorite zoos. But yeah, it's really a good zoo. And it can be blazing hot outside, and it's still nice.
Go ahead. I've got a question. Am I ask a question?
Sure.
We'll allow it.
If they say so.
To everybody, how long do y'all honestly feel like this corona will go on? Meaning businesses still being closed, everything being put on hold. How long do y'all feel like this will go on?
I feel like I need to eat something right now. So.
Right. I mean, honestly, I haven't really thought about it. Like I just kept hearing, oh, April to something, April 12th, it's going to be all good. And then now it's like, I saw something today, September. I'm like, what? Then I saw something in 2022 and I'm just like, okay, I'm out. No, we're not doing that.
Start digging the grave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer next after you, Sandy, because I want Joe to end on a good note, because I don't know if you were reading my post on that, Sandy, because Robert, I've been saying it'll be September of 2021.
Was it you? Okay.
So it was like last month.
I'm gonna be like 300 pounds. Like if
we all are. You remember that? You remember the movie, the robots? WALL-E. You remember WALL-E? That's how we're all gonna be, dude. We're gonna need super chairs to get us out of our houses.
I'm gonna eat. I don't care. I'm gonna hibernate. I'm telling you.
I hope I'm wrong. So for all of you listening, I hope I am so far wrong. I really do. This is one of those, and my friends here will tell you, Robert, I love to be right. I love to be right. I will own it. I will rub it in people's faces. I will step all over it. I will dance on it. I do not have
Mute
an
him.
issue with being right.
Go
This
ahead.
one, I need to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Okay. I just want. So anyway, Joe, you.
What was the question? Was it 2, 3?
What are your top 5 things that you hate?
Coronavirus? So I have no idea really. I don't think we're not going to get anywhere until we get to a good testing system, and then once we actually have a vaccine in place. So to be honest with you, I think it's going to last quite a while. I don't see it's going to let up anytime soon. So.
In good news, though, that means we'll be here with you all for a very long time, though.
Exactly. We're going to flip it, and we're going to be on y'all's show Monday through Friday, 9:30 Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for the plug, Robert. Appreciate that. That was a nice tea, So, we have a lot of people. I'm looking over here, and I can't get the spam out of my head because I keep seeing people telling us you need to do spam and eggs and cheese, guys, and talk about it on tomorrow's episode.
Dude, I love spam. I'm down. I
haven't eaten spam.
That would be amazing.
I'm gonna actually even post it on my feed, like spam and eggs. With and then after that, I'm gonna have an Oreo,
right there, an Oreo, just right there on the plate.
Just right there.
Joe, you're gonna have to do several 7-minute workouts tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll watch them.
Hey, Robert, so what are you binging on right now?
Yeah, what show are you watching?
Sorry?
What are you binging on right now? TV show. Are you binging?
Man,
that's all any of us can do right now sometimes.
I was watching All American. I finished it.
I've heard about this show.
I'm trying to think. One of my Marvel shows is about to premiere their last season, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I've been watching the past 6 seasons. I've really just been watching a lot of movies more than shows.
Is there
I've
one that
watched Gridiron Gang 5 times this week.
Which one?
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang.
Okay.
With The Rock and Exhibit, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kurt, what's his name? What's Burt Reynolds.
Wrong Kurt.
Wrong Kurt. I had a question I was going to ask you, Robert, and now I kind of literally that thing just made me slip up there.
My bad.
That's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh, it was anyway. Someone else ask. I want to collect my thought real quick.
So I know that he was on 13 Reasons Why, and I watched that particular episode that you were talking about, or that you're in, and he's a football player in that, and he actually catches the winning touchdown of the opposing team. So
yes,
and he drops the mic basically. Over the shoulder catch. It was nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't forget the flip.
That, Robert.
I'm sorry?
How many takes did it take for you to catch it, or was it just first try?
It was a first try.
Nice.
That was I was acting right there. It took 4 times. The first time, the quarterback had a great arm, overthrew it. Second time, I dropped it. Third time, I don't know what. That is perfect. Keep that on.
They have a variety pack.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had so many different flavors.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, Mr. Pineapples has a whole slew of spam packages
The
behind this.
teriyaki. The teriyaki spam. Y'all need to try it. Oh man.
Robert, you cannot eat after 8, Robert.
I can't.
You need to quit talking about food. I don't know what your problem is.
Oh, someone said spam fried in cornmeal with mac and cheese was a meal for us growing up.
Carrie, I've never heard that before in my life.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, Robert, David is telling us, my man can straight ball. Ask him about them bandits.
What are the bandits, Robert?
This is from David
Who
Reyna.
asked?
David,
David.
Yeah.
David Reyna.
Yeah, that's my head coach for the flag football team that I play for. The flag football team I used to play for.
Oh.
David,
Ah.
hey bro, what's up? Okay.
Thanks for joining tonight, David. Appreciate it, man. So he
and Veronica
Yeah, see,
says you're amazing at football too and super fast, which is why you've been casted for Velocity.
Oh.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I'm looking at the comments right now. David, bro, you hyping me up, bro. Hey, all love to you, bro. All love to you. Yeah, by the way, I still play football. I still play flag football. It keeps me in shape. And obviously it's more than just a hobby to me. I still love the game. I still study it. But yeah, David's a great guy.
You have to be careful now, right? If you get injured,
Oh yeah.
you're,
Outside of your
I've got a great training team, a great trainer. I've got people that are able to help my body stay right, massages wise, swimming wise.
do they massage your head?
Rehab, everything,
Curious.
everything.
Do you moan when they massage your head?
right?
No, it's more of like a.
See? Oh,
No.
thank you, Robert.
Like
Do not encourage him, Robert. Nobody
Thank
does
you. They were hounding me because I don't know if I moan, but I do something when I get my hair massaged at the hairdresser, and it just feels
Yep.
And he
wonderful.
drools, Robert. He drools.
I do not drool often.
I
Do not.
I'm just over here like, just like.
Right? It feels good. And so I'm not one to normally get massages, Robert. My wife, she does. She gets them. I don't. But when I do, it's just the head, and it's just when they're cutting my hair or something, and I'm just like, oh man.
Same.
Yeah.
Bud.
Oh my god.
Same.
I told them the other night, I was like, when they're about to end, I'll be like, here, throw another 5-15 minute massage on my ticket. I don't care. Just again.
Hey, we got another question for Robert in the comments.
Oh, okay. Who would you want to be if you got casted on to play Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, which character?
Oh,
Belle?
the Beast.
Oh, okay.
Lead man. He's the dude. He is the dude. That's a.
And this is gonna obviously it would be on stage, so it would be a little bit different. But I would bulk up for the role. I would literally
Really?
at least like
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He goes
You're
all
on your way to bulking with Spam.
Yes, I probably have to eat it like 12 times a day. But
I am seriously like, my mind is going like, I cannot. This is so crazy that we're talking about Spam tonight. Not bad. It's just like,
look, so
man,
since you put your background,
Yeah.
I've been like talking to them, but I've been like low key like looking at the background like every 5 seconds, like
like, does he have any flavors on there that I haven't had yet?
right.
Look at that cheese one that's right there. Isn't that crazy? There's a freaking cheese Spam.
That looks like an omelet.
I haven't tried.
It
Yeah,
is.
it does. I haven't tried that one.
All right, so you'd play Beast. What's your favorite song from Beauty and the Beast? You are practicing these songs, aren't you? You were singing Beauty and the Beast, aren't you? I know you are. I know he is. See, look at him. I know he's over there playing. What was her name? What was the woman who sang it originally? Murder She Wrote.
Celine Dion.
Yep.
No?
It was Angela Lansbury.
Thank you, Joe. Angela Lansbury. You're like this close, Sandy. Okay.
I knew it.
She was female, so you were that close.
So I have a secret to just like throw out there since we're talking about Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
I'm a big Frozen fan, and I'm a big Moana fan.
Oh.
hey.
Good choices. Very good choices.
They are. They are.
Yeah,
I told
and
my
it's mainly
daughters I didn't want to go
songs.
watch Frozen 2 with them. And when my wife didn't come with us, I was like, fine, I'll go. And I went, and I remember, I won't spoil it, but I remember that one part in the movie when that someone goes away. The three of us, my two daughters and I, we all three at the same time, we were like, oh, no. And then the next thing you know, for the next like 15 minutes, the three of us are all like,
Dude,
no.
Frozen 2 is deep. It is deep, man.
It was.
Yeah, and I'm a tearjerker too. I cry every time.
That one, yes, that one got us good. The three of us, I was like, okay. And after we walked out, I was like, and that was one of those rare movies you see, right, where it's like the sequel was, to me, was like way better than the first one, and the first one was really good.
It just didn't have that song.
Was amazing, right?
Yes, I agree. Sorry, Spam and Frozen. It's a good night to be on the show.
Hey, before we let him go, though, he's
Oh.
got to pick our topic. So for the next one, or whatever.
Oh, yes.
We're getting late here, so we got to make sure that we get this in here before
That's
you leave.
right. That's
So,
right.
Robert, what we usually ask of our guest is to come up with a topic that's not too heavy for the next show or for a future show. So, what are you thinking? What would be something that you would want us to talk about?
Oh man.
App.
Oh, okay. Who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl next year?
Oh.
If we have a Super Bowl, who would it be?
Right,
They'll
exactly.
be playing to
Okay.
a non-sold out stadium, though. I'm pretty
Right.
sure.
Empty
So,
stadium.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there's even a season.
Yeah. Oh, Robert would be the great person to ask. So, how do you feel about athletes
Oh,
playing in an empty stadium, or whenever you were an athlete on a team? How would you want to play in front of an empty stadium?
have you heard about that, Robert?
I personally wouldn't want to, because yeah, like it would be hyped on the field between the players, but when you're in a stadium like with people, like, and they're cheering you on, you get this mentality like you could be hurting in your legs or you could be injured, and you just get this dog mind mentality where you're just like, you're in the zone, so you're not really thinking, like you're just reacting. So you're
Yeah.
reacting to everybody around you. So when a lot of people are shouting your name like run, go, catch the, it gets to you. So I feel like if you were to play in an empty stadium, it would take the sense of football away.
Very good answer. Very good answer. Well, Robert, it is that time where we're going to have to let you go, sir. We try not to take too much of your time, but we took an hour of your time. So
It's all good. Thank y'all so much. It was an honor to even come on the show.
Awesome. If there's anything that you want to say before you go, please go ahead. It's your time right now to kind of plug yourself and kind of go from there.
I just want to thank all my family members. I have family right here in front of me.
I love it.
Watching this entire I just want to thank everybody that's supported me since day one, and also I want to thank God. Without God, I wouldn't even be here today. And I've got a lot in store. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm supposed to be doing, holding myself accountable, working hard, staying humble, and there's more projects in store that I haven't talked about. So
yeah,
just know it's going to be a long journey, and I'm taking everybody along with me. So
yeah,
thank
Robert,
y'all.
right there in your content.
Keep us, keep
Look forward
us in
to
the loop.
everything that you put out, Robert.
Awesome.
Have a good night, Robert. Thanks.
Thank you so
Good
much.
night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That was awesome.
Man, we always say that time flies, but time always flies.
I
Whenever
was hoping you would put up some of his pictures, Joe. I want to see what some of his stuff that he's done for you.
we'll have to save that for another.
Oh. Well, we'll call that one. Well, that'll be the photography episode.
Yeah, we do need to do a photography episode sometimes.
Oh, we got to get a great photographer, like someone better than Joe, and then we can be like, so how does Joe's little one hold up to you?
Someone to critique Joe's photography.
There you go. There you go.
No.
Shut your mouth, Jamie.
And you know what, Sandy, we'll bring in some noob.
Like,
Someone from his class.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed Robert as much as we got to enjoy him here, and I can't wait. I'm super excited for his for the superhero show, just because I need another superhero show to watch.
yeah, it's called the.
I remembered the question I wanted to ask him now. I was going to ask him if he was into anime.
Of course you did.
I
He
meant
didn't
that.
mention it, Jamie. He
Well,
said
that's because he didn't get asked. We brought up spam, and that kind of threw the whole thing off. And so it's like, oh. Well, he brought it up, but anyway, I'll ask him next time.
That-
Well, sorry, go ahead, Joe.
no, I said that's just amazing that we went to spam. It's just amazing.
Spam and Frozen.
That's what I love about the show. I don't know if you guys love it or not, if you're watching or listening to it or whatever, but we go with the flow. It's not really a totally scripted type of environment. We like kind of winging it, and I think it shows that we're a little bit more authentic. So we'd love to hear your feedback on the shows, this show or any of our past shows. So we want to make it better for you guys, and we want to make sure that you enjoy what you see and that you always come back to watch us. So, or even like listening to us on the podcast.
yes. But be nice. Right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you can join us tomorrow night. We have a guest on. So for anyone who's ever been into Magic, the card game, tomorrow night we're going to have a guest on who I'll say he knows a thing or two about this Magic card game.
It's
And he's been doing it for a while. So, yep. If you know anyone who's interested, you come along, bring them along, and hopefully we can entertain you for the hour that we have you.
Exactly.
Until then,
Remember to wash your hands.
for at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night,
Good
y'all.
night.